So we've been talking about your SLAAY acronym and how that was developed from the research that you created. So for people who are either getting their doctorate, want to pursue it, but they don't want to stay in the academic world, right? What would you say is the easiest way to help make this transition into using the research that you have outside of these traditional senses of, again, academia, or even in your job, like you want to do something else, you want to speak on stages, you want to write a book, you want to do something outside of what's normally taught. How do you get your mind wrapped around the possibility of that?
Yeah. So for me, you know, my faith's very important. So the first thing was always, connecting with that and
Hmm.
God for me, and just like trying to work through what it is that I wanted and listening to him. And then the other thing was I reached out to my tribe. I wanted to,
Mm.
who were people I saw doing pretty awesome stuff,
Yeah.
or stuff that I was familiar with. I
Hmm.
talk about um doing 360 slays, right? So I also did that. I asked people,
Hmm.
how do you see me showing up? What do you
Mm.
think are my superpowers and stuff like that that maybe I don't recognize, but you
Right.
recognize make an impact? Because I looked at that as opportunities to see where I could show up that I hadn't thought about, that I could use the information that I'm doing. And then I think, so my tribe and looking at their connections, I also looked at programs because
Hmm.
I was like, are there programs out there and things that I'm maybe interested in? They don't cost a fortune because they have to cost a fortune for you to learn, right? For me, it was
Hmm.
around doing research on me and for me to know how
Mm.
to figure out where I need to show up. And then part of it also was really taking time to figure out what my purpose was going to be going forward. I'd always been so focused. I'm getting this promotion, I'm getting this degree.
Yeah.
And this time I was like, I have another goal. I was like, okay,
Mm.
it's a little scary. I was like, okay, let's back up.
Right.
And what is my purpose after
Yeah.
all this? Where do I want to show up? What is important to me? And I did a
Mm.
couple of purpose exercises and statements, and that started to guide me. All those things, the tribe,
Mm.
for me, the prayer, the research, and then me really figuring out how I want to show up and help. And
Hmm.
then from there,
Hmm.
it was just finding what did I need to do to be able to move forward in that direction. And
Oh, I love that.
yeah, it took a time. It took a minute. Let's just be real. It wasn't like,
And you have to,
right.
and that's a good point. Like you do have to be patient because it doesn't come right away, right? It's sort of progressive. You try a couple things, you don't. But I'm so glad that you were able to develop something that you feel like is authentic to you and what you do, but also you didn't waste all of your time kind of getting a degree for nothing. You're actually using it in your everyday practice, whether it is at the university or in your coaching and consulting. You're using this, and we'll put all that stuff down below for people who are interested in learning more about that too. So yeah.